Super chat from King J. 4-3 more obvious now with the Griffen signing. King, I know you're a long-time subscriber, so this is not directed at you, but, I mean, guys, I've been telling you for months now, like, this is going to be a base 4-3 defense. There will be 3-4 principles. There will be time when Everson Griffen or DeMarcus Lawrence stands up, but it's going to be a 4-3 base. But remember, a 4-3 defensive end and a 3-4 outside linebacker, they are half a dozen of one and 6 of the other. Does it look a little bit different? Sure, but it's the same role. Their job is to get after the quarterback. So you'll see Jalen Smith this year probably blitz a little bit more. But in terms of what the base is, with variations, yes, it is going to be a 4-man defensive line. Alexander Forte, what is more likely? Dak throws for more yards last year or more touchdowns last year? That's a good question, Alexander. It is pretty tricky to get to 5,000 yards. I will go with more touchdowns this year because if you think back to last season, what I hope is different is that the Cowboys have more success in the red zone and the Cowboys don't have to go as long as last year. They had like, I think it was either first or top 3 worst yards to go for touchdowns. They had to go further down the field than almost any other NFL team. So in theory, fewer yards to go will reduce the passing yards, yes, but will also help result in more touchdowns through the air for Dak Prescott. Kilgore wants me to explain the technique for the 3 technique and the 2 technique. Fair. He is referring to the 3 technique at defensive tackle, the 2 technique. What that means is each spot on the or for the defensive line on the offensive line is marked with where they lined up. So it's kind of a gap, but it's not really a gap. The 0 technique lines up head on the center. The 1 technique is shaded over the shoulder of the center. The 2 technique is lined up, on the right overhead of the offensive guard. The 2-eye, which is just 2 to the inside. The 3 technique lines up over the outside shoulder of the guard, and it continues along further and further. So the 3 technique and to 0 technique, those guys are all defensive tackles. The 5 technique is defensive end. And then your 5 to 9 are all of your edge rushers. The 9 is over the tight end. So a wide 9 defense is when your defensive end is way outside. So it just aligns up with where they line up against the offensive line. So great question, Kilgore. If I didn't explain it fully, feel free to DM me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. I have some graphics and some images that'll help really explain it maybe a little better than you're able to pick it up when it comes to being audio only and video only. All right, Nestor. What will be the Cowboys' record this year? Look, I think 11 or 10 is very, very possible, if not probable, for this team. We broke down the other day how the Cowboys are a team primed to have a bounce-back season. They should be better. They have the talent to be better. They were unlucky last year. So, Nestor, maybe it's 10, maybe it's 11. Everyone watching right now, get your predictions in the comments here, because I'm going to make this question the pinned comment on today's video. I've put the over-under at 10.5. I think that's pretty good. I might shade the over right now, but if you've got thoughts, I want you to scroll down to the pinned comment and make your prediction what the Cowboys' record will be in 2020. Emil Pedersen, is it still possible to sign Clowney or the defensive end spot's done? I mean, look, the Cowboys don't go above $8 million. It is possible in the hypothetical if Clowney signs 1 year, $1 million. Is it probable? Absolutely not. So the signing of Griffen is just like the drafting of CeeDee Lamb. The Dez dream is pretty much dead, and so too is the Jadeveon Clowney dream. From Sparkster Hater, when will they cut Chris Jones, or do you think they bring in competition in camp? Sparkster, I appreciate you. You understand me very well. Cut Chris Jones. Get him out of here. He doesn't belong on the team. He is a bad punter. He was dead last in the NFL last year. I don't know how you could go, okay, let's say this dude was really bad last year. Oh, he was hurt. Oh, but he's been bad for 3 years now. Let's bring in no competition, and also we can cut him and save over $1 million. Just do that. Like, if you're going to have the worst kicker, he better be the cheapest kicker, not almost one of the more expensive ones. So I say cut him, but the Cowboys so far simply haven't shown interest in doing so. There are some Cowboys player masks, speaking of players, no Chris Jones ones available, at chatsports.com/Cowboys player mask. That's Zeke Elliott. They've got CeeDee Lamb. They've got the different color scheme for Zeke as well, and for Dak Prescott. They got a whole bunch of them on there. That link, as it always is, folks, will be in the comments and it will be in the description. So all you have to do, if you don't have a mask yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should probably have multiple, to keep them fresh. Go buy one today at chatsports.com/Cowboys player mask. From Alan Williams, do you think Reggie Robinson makes the team? Yes, I do. We didn't really mention him in our defensive roster battles. I don't think he's going to compete for a starting role, but I feel very confident saying Robinson makes the team. They spent a 4th-round pick on him. There is some cornerback safety flexibility. Do I think he makes a significant impact this season? No, not really. I think this is going to be more of a redshirt year for a corner who probably needs some time. But I do think Robinson makes this team. He's not going to have enough opportunities to show he doesn't belong. I know there was some double negatives there, but the Cowboys invested in him with a limited camp and no preseason. He's not going to prove them wrong already. So, yeah, I think he ends up making this team. Viva LeBlaine, a super chat. Thank you, my friend. Are there any remaining free agents that you want? Any of the punters, literally anyone. Don't care. Just a punter. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. Just a punter. I would go sign Eric Reid to give me one more safety. I think that could make some sense. I wouldn't mind Damon Harrison. And then, just as, again, general reminder, you can talk me into anyone on a 1-year deal for around the vet minimum because those deals never, ever blow up in your face. Now, look, folks, if we do sign another player, we'll break it down for you. I did it with Daryl Worley, did it with Everson Griffen, did it with Amari Cooper, sometimes without the nice fancy graphics, sometimes just got to do it from my laptop at home. But we have videos every single day, sometimes multiple videos a day. Just depends on what is going on. So subscribe today, hit that red button, join the #1 Cowboys YouTube channel out there. Chris Romero says, free Jordan. That's right, put hashtag free Jordan in the comments section. I don't see Lewis truly starting. They paid their nickel corner. The Cowboys made Anthony Brown the guy. Now, I think that Jordan Lewis will get snaps. I think he's going to play. I don't think he's going to be the starting nickel corner for all 16 games this year. I don't think that happens. I think in the end, it's Anthony Brown. Am I a huge fan of it? Not really. I think they're pretty similar. I would have loved to have seen Jordan Lewis truly get a shot to be the full-time nickel guy. Not really happening because the NFL will claim it's a meritocracy as your guys' JLs and ABs come in. Get those in the comments. But it's a meritocracy up to a certain point. If one guy's a free agent and you paid the other guy, almost always going to be the guy you already paid and committed to. Destroyer Dog, could the Cowboys still sign a safety? Possible. Again, I like Eric Reid. I know many of you want Eric Berry, but he's not healthy, and that change is cool. Bring him in. It's not going to be a starting safety. It would be a potential George Iloka caliber signing of, hey, we brought this guy in to compete for a backup role. Maybe he makes a team. Maybe he doesn't. If it's Eric Reid, I think he makes a team. But the Cowboys are allergic to team safety, so I am not going to get my hopes up. Not yet. Next offseason, with your top 2 guys, free agents, yeah, we're going to get excited about maybe getting a safety next year. I can absolutely promise you that one, my friend. Hey, Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.